Really nice vintage Phillippi custom cue. Just came back into the inventory here at Crossroad Cues. It'll be on the website, crossroadcues.com, shortly. I love this cue. This cue came out of a prestigious private collection that it was held in for a long time. I don't know exactly what year it was made, but this was actually made by the late, great, legendary Maryland cue maker, master cue maker, Mr. Richard Phillippi. His legacy is obviously carried on with his son, Rick, now, who has not skipped a beat. We are privileged to be a dealer of their cues, and we trust them with all of our cues and refer people whenever we get a chance because the quality is second to none all the way around. Nevertheless, this is a Richard Phillippi, very collectible, very, very, very clean. When we had the cue, it had a linen wrap on it. We sold it to a friend of ours out on the West Coast who decided to part with it. He was moving some of his cues, so we got it back in, and we are honored to offer it to you once again. This cue is loaded with good stuff, by the way. So you've got 6 straight points that have a really neat-looking veneer to them. So it's got black, natural, and red, kind of more like black and red. That is highly figured stained Birdseye maple on the nose, and then also Birdseye maple on the butt sleeve. Each of the points has a natural white circle, spear, however you want to call it, and then the butt sleeve, which is really interesting. This is a one-of-a-kind cue. You've got the ovals that are natural material, and then you have abalone shell diamonds that are inlaid in each of the ovals. 15.7, so just shy of 15.7 on the scale on the butt weight. Of course, old school dash ring work with the maple and ebony dashes, 5/16, 14. Nice forward weighted cue. There's your balance point right there, just slightly forward weighted. 15.7 on the butt weight, 29 inches. And then you have 2 original maple shafts made by Phillippi as well. One is 12.79, just shy of 12.8, and then 13 millimeter on the other. It does bear the signature of the master himself, Mr. Richard Phillippi. And what's interesting about it, Rick, his son, came into the business, shortly after they started in the 1970s, all the way through the 1970s and 80s. Phillippi was putting out some really big monster cues. A lot of them went overseas. They would sell out at the Super Billiards Expo all the time. Rick said a lot of the overseas buyers would just love their work and they would buy them. Many people up on the East Coast patronize their business because Rick does phenomenal repair work. And the interesting thing about it, if you look at Senior's signature and you look at Rick's signature, they're almost identical. They sign almost alike. Rick actually would work on all of these cues with his father. So at one point or another, both of them would have touched this cue. But we're honored to have it back available right now. It's going to be on the website shortly. $27.50 plus shipping and fees. We can get it out to you right away. We do offer 1-day shipping for an additional charge, but most of our shipping runs about $50 if you take the second day air shipping through UPS. Usually the overnight shipping runs around $100 or more depending on where we're shipping to. We do ship cues out internationally. This cue would not be able to ship internationally because of the natural material, but we can ship to most states in the continental USA. There are some restrictions depending on where you're at. Really nice straight cue all the way across the board. It plays really good too. They say that Mr. Phillippi is the greatest cue maker to not yet, I'm saying yet because we're believing in faith, the greatest cue maker to not yet make it into the Hall of Fame. Maybe someday you can put your vote in. What an honor that would be for Rick to stand in his father's place and accept that award for their legendary business, their legendary shop, the Phillippi Custom Cue Shop in Pasadena, Maryland. Thanks for taking a look. It's available at Crossroad Cues. Do me a favor, give us a like, share, and follow our YouTube channel, Crossroad Cues. And if you're already on YouTube, you can check it out at Crossroad Cues. $27.50 plus shipping. Thanks for taking a look. Crossroad Cues.